My goal was to become a producer. As you know, I'm all about blissful thinking, not wishful thinking. So I was in it for the long game, and I literally wrote down that I wanted to become a producer and win 2 Emmys by the time I was 35. So nothing was—
We know, Ned, we know.
So nothing was going to get in the way of that.
I'm Tricia Clarke-Stone, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of WP Narrative, a creative and technology agency.
And I'm Antoinette Clarke, and I'm an SVP of Branded Entertainment at CBS.
I think a lot of our career, one common denominator is
For
white
both of us,
space,
yes.
right? And figuring out where there's an opportunity for us to create something that doesn't exist, innovate, come up with a new solution to an old problem. I think we've done that from the time when I started in radio sales to digital media, then going to work for Russell, and then starting Narrative. And to me, that was the first chance as an individual with no
You didn't have the
net.
safety net. You call me Ned, I'm your safety net.
Yeah, with no safety net, where I said, I see a white space and an opportunity within the advertising industry where I think we can redefine storytelling leveraging culture and technology. I would say that was probably the most pivotal opportunity.
Right, because I think for me, starting out as a producer on the creative side in daytime talk, daytime is not the most exciting day part or the sexiest, but I truly believe it does drive culture. They were the original reality show. If we didn't have daytime talk shows, we would not have reality shows now.
So we wouldn't have Housewives.
No. When I started in that space, it was really me trying to figure out different ways to reinvent storytelling. And it was by no mistake, as you know, that I ended up in daytime because I was really focused on being a storyteller and an advocate for women. So we could create content for women that could elevate them and also inspire them. And I think I was able to do that. And of course, when I pivoted and ended up in the branded entertainment space,
it was the same thing.
Exactly, figuring out different ways to tell brand stories and the show stories and combining both DNAs into one greater story.
Yeah.
A lot of people get scared by the word or the words white space because they're like, well, how do I figure that out and what does that mean? Leaning back into what you were saying, it's figuring out a solution to an old problem or doing something that's never been done before, going into uncharted territory. We create acronyms for certain things. So it's PAR. The first is passion. What drives you and what are you so passionate about that you want to be doing 24/7? And then the next one is achievement. What are your greatest achievements and what have you become known for? And then the last is reputation.
Why do people come to you?
Exactly.
Right? But I think once you figured all that out, then the second part is looking at the landscape and assessing the terrain and saying, okay, what's going on in this industry or this market? Who is really winning and what are they doing to win in the market?
And what can you do differently?
Or can I create something else?
Right.